Count.
Oh, what's up, Facebook?
What?
We're live.
Bookians.
The Facebookians.
Facebookians of Facebook.
What are my peoples?
My peoples. All right.
What's
This
going
is
on?
the Put in the Book show, season 2, episode 18. That makes
Whatever.
it
49.
episode number 49, which we said
Jonathan
was
Neese.
John Neese. He of the
I know.
crooked nose. Daniel, welcome to the pregame show, the Put in the Book show. Jem, what's up, buddy? Out in Vegas. So again, as usual, I am Steve. Got Rodriguez here to my right. Got Keith over here to my left. And today we have now.
What? Who do we have today? Oh, we have our buddy today.
We have a fourth member. I feel like
Cuatro.
this is the NWO now. The fourth member.
Yeah.
Maureen and Anthony, welcome. Fourth member is producer Joe. Gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. We'll pass
He's
it
going to
along.
help make this
Yeah, bring it
go.
over. Bring it over.
A little bit more.
Coming a little
There.
bit more.
There's the
There
sign.
it is.
Proof of life.
Proof
It's
of
there.
life. Give me back my son. And even better, he's wearing a David Wright jersey today to kick us off. So we get a producer at episode number 49. So
Wow.
that makes us officially big time. No longer do I need the laptop here. So
Full
I'm
horsemen
going to be
are coming
fudging
at
around
you.
here and
We're
all
clean.
that stuff. Oh, you were trying to play something. Yes. No, that should work. Here we go. There it is. Do you use yep, one down. No, one more. Did you hear that here?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
I hear it right there.
Phenomenal. You guys heard the T-Bow. You know, if you've listened to the show at all, it's the
But
T-Bow
he doesn't have
sound.
headphones on.
Sound.
And then you said, do you hear it here? So, of course, he hears it there because that's the only place he would hear it.
Yeah. Here? Did I point here? All right. So let's if you like the show, which over 1,000 views last time around, which is fantastic. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Kat has joined. Welcome, Kat. Says it's about time.
Boom.
Uh-oh. Well said.
Yes. All right, and so we, you know how we do. We do a little pregame action here, and then we start recording over on the Spreaker side to get those on Spreaker, iTunes. Spotify has fixed whatever issue that they had. That is back up and working. Castbox, wherever you listen to your favorite shows and or podcasts, you can listen to us later on, but you always are able to watch us right here on Facebook. With that being said, let's get on over to the audio side, and we will get recording over there, and away we go.
Wow. Wow. Are things running smooth?
Oh, what's up, everybody? For those of you on Facebook, this is the second time you're going to hear this. But we are live here on Facebook recording the audio for the Put in the Book show, Season 2, Episode 18. I'm Steve. Got Rodriguez over here to my right.
Hello.
Keith over here to my left.
So, can we, instead of John East, can we just call the episode
You don't want to say hi?
Dow Strawberry? I'm a little hung up on this John East thing.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You interrupted the whole introduction. Got producer Joe for the first time behind the glass. There's no actual glass, but it's a
We
saying.
like to think there is.
It's a
Yeah,
thing.
It's a thing.
It's a
It's a
thing.
thing.
It's a
So-
studio thing.
Let's let him. By the way, live at Studio 5. Here.
Cinco,
Can I interrupt
Studio
you?
5.
Why don't you interrupt and tell me about the
Hey,
number
everybody.
49?
Just want to say hi.
Out of here.
Didn't get a chance to say hi before.
Well, tell us real quick about the 49 thing.
So it's episode 49. We said it on Facebook, and the only person we could think that worthy of naming the episode after who wore number 49 in the Mets is John Neese. And
Not worthy, just
well, the other ones. I mean, who? Tyler
like
Batcher.
somebody.
So
Sorry, Tyler.
it's also season 2, episode 18. So I'm deciding to just go with the whole Dower Strawberry thing and skip John Neese.
Strawman is always solid.
I think John
Just
Neese didn't
about
even put
all right.
an H in John, right? I mean, what kind of who don't put an H in John?
He talked back. Yeah, that's a dumb thing to do,
You
right?
know?
You couldn't
Yeah.
afford the H?
What's wrong with you, dude?
Come on, John. Nice nose job, though. Remember this nose job he got?
Yeah.
That was solid.
Jem says Benita. So it was John
Seven
Neese.
finger? Is that the 6-7 finger guy?
No, that's Alfonseca.
Alpha.
No, that's the between the is it 2 and the 5 and the 4 and the 5. Hit the first baseman
What?
Yankees in the back.
The 2 and the 4.
The 2 and the 4.
Tino Martinez.
That's between the 2 and the 4 of Benitez. You don't remember when he pegged Martinez in the back?
They started brawl. Yeah.
Nah, I don't
Skanky
remember.
Stadium.
That's awesome.
So I call him between.
We
the
should
2 and the
start
4
brawling
Benitez.
this year a little more too.
We should.
Throw the polar bear at some people, clubbing people. You can probably run through a crowd just clubbing people like this.
Well, we got 14 people out there already. So
Just a thought.
since we got 14 people out there, why don't you tell them about a little thing we're doing today?
What are we doing?
You don't like that I set them up.
Right to me. You know what? I have no idea where they are.
I could do it if you want. While you go find them.
No, I'm not going to do that. But so last week, we showed you guys Pete Alonso
Rookie
tops. I forget the way that they do this line of tops, but it's basically his rookie card. And
Yep.
so we have 2 to give away, the same 2
Those?
from last week. So here's what we're going to do. A little bit later on, we might do it a couple times, or depends on how it goes. This is the first time for everything, so expect a failure. But
yeah, doo-doo in the milk. There it is.
but what you
It's the
do
first
is
one.
we will let you know a certain time to call. The number to call in is 718-577-1275. At the time that we tell you to
It
call,
should be posted
call
out
in.
there too on the comments, right? I think
Yes,
it
we
is.
should do that.
We should do that.
718-577-1275.
Let's go Mets.
Yes, let's do that.
Give us a call. Let's go, Mets. That's what that means, right?
Yes. So you call in at the time we ask you to call. Keith is going to pull an amazing trivia question out of this pack here, and he's going to ask a trivia question while you're on air, so you can't use the power of Google. You'll have 10 seconds or so to, depends on how Keith is counting, to answer the question. If you get it right, we'll send you out one of the Pete Alonso rookie cards. There's 20 people it shows now, but this is the thing. If you're watching from a group other than the Put in the Book show by CineSportsTalk, click in there and follow or join the page, because if you leave comments on any other page that this is being streamed on, we won't be able to see it. Barbara, Mom, has joined.
Mama Farace.
It is what it is.
It's a crotchless show.
I was gonna say
Another happy Mother's Day.
I think it's
Happy Mother's
2/3 crotchless.
to everyone.
Am I crotching?
Are
Yeah, a
you?
little bit.
Are you?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not changing the way I'm sitting.
2/3 crotchless.
Oh, now we're gonna look at it the whole
Poop
show.
in the milk.
Poop in the milk.
Who's the poop in the milk now?
What's going on?
Sorry.
Ridiculous.
I'm not perfect.
He never learns.
Yes. See, that's what we needed. All right.
Here we
We
go.
do have a lot to talk about baseball wise. And then, of course, much later in the show, towards the very end, we'll talk a little Game of Thrones. Max,
Oh, that's Max.
you have something to say
Here we go. What did I have to say?
about we'll get to it.
Oh, that's true.
We'll get to
we'll
it.
talk to him.
Max.
What's up, Maxie?
Stay tuned, buddy. All right. So why don't we do this as we normally do? We start. We get the show started with what has happened since we last were on the air. We had 2 series. Keith's upset already. We had 2 series. One in San Diego against the Padres, and then a series that we were supposed to have 3-game set at Citi Field with the Marlins. So, first things first. Last week,
What happened,
last,
Keith? What
Monday, we did a
what happened?
pregame show, and
What's going on?
Keith is upset about the Padres series. Apparently,
Come on, let us know what's going on, Keith.
tell us your feelings about fellow rookie, the douchey pitcher from the Padres.
The sheriff.
Mhm.
There's a sheriff in town. That's his name, you know. The sheriff.
That's upsetting.
So the only thing I'm going to say about the whole entire series.
What?
We did win one
What
game.
was that?
We won a game.
You didn't like it? They didn't play well that series?
We won a game.
We
What?
won.
And where?
In San Diego.
Mm-hmm. What did we do in Cincinnati? I forgot.
Nothing. We didn't go to Cincinnati.
Oh, okay, good.
And that's 2 weeks. 2 weeks in the rear. So we lost 2 out of 3 to the Padres to complete a 1-5 road trip. There you go. 1-5 road trip. So we come home. So we're looking forward to a 16-game stretch here, or 15-game stretch here, against the Marlins.
Mediocre teams.
Sub-mediocre, subpar teams.
Sub-mediocre. Worse than
poop.
Worse than
Worse than us.
average.
Worse than us.
To us.
So we get the Padres 6 times, we got the Nats 6 times, and then we got the Tigers. So this is a stretch where we need to turn it around. But
You mean the Marlins,
and we'll
6
get
times.
there.
You mean the Marlins, not the Pirates?
Padres, he said.
You said Padres? We don't play the Padres, do we?
No, we don't. I said Marlins.
Marlins.
No, he didn't
Did I say
Padres.
Marlins?
We can go to the videotape later if you want.
We will
Warner
get the
Wolf.
videotape.
Do
Listen,
the
you don't want
videotape.
to do this because the last time you got proven wrong and you got upset. They called. You're like, sorry, Keith, but
Well, so it's kind of like boxing. You take
Don't you know?
you take your boxer before his big match and you put him in the ring with sparring partners who can obviously beat the crap out of. That's hopefully what the Mets are doing right now to tune up for the remainder of the season. But we have 20 straight consecutive games starting tomorrow. Without a
straight
day off.
consecutive. We have a call already.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
who could that be?
Let's get there.
It's a 954. Somebody
top
low
right.
Cal.
What's up? You are on the Put in the Book show. Talk to us.
Welcome.
Hey, this is Jem from Vegas.
Jem.
Jemmy.
I was about to say, you better be.
Hey, I kind of wanted to.
Wait, Jem. Hold on.
Hold on, Jem.
We got something for you.
We got an intro song for you, bro.
No. Where's my hologram,
We figured you'd have a blast with this. Now, Jem has his own theme song.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
It is.
So we were actually we have little meetings. We try to do them weekly before the show, and we were talking about how awesome MetsJunkies.com is. That's where Jem is from. MetsJunkies.com. Check it out.
Thank you.
And that song came up. We thought it was funny, so we checked with Jem. If he's good with it, he's good with it. So that's your theme song, Jem.
I am with it. I'm totally with it. I just wanted to give you guys a call, let you guys know about. I wanted to bring something up about last week's episode, believe it or not. And after everyone is done watching this episode, I think people should go ahead and watch last episode, because what you guys did was the three of you guys came together. You guys tried to build the perfect lineup. And every time you think you have that perfect lineup in there, it's like, wait, well, what about this? What about this?
Mm-hmm.
And I totally get it, and I totally understand. And I think the fans, us as all of us Met fans, need to understand that putting together a lineup is not the easiest thing in the world. And I think when you three came together, as well as your cousin Vic, you were all throwing out suggestions for the lineup. It was kind of hard to do. It wasn't as easy as I felt like it would be. So I really think that, we've been giving the Mets a hard time. So yeah, that's all I got to say, man. This building the lineup stuff, that was fun. And I'd love everyone to go watch that episode when they're done with this one, because to me, it really shows how difficult it is to probably run a baseball organization. You know what I'm saying?
And also how difficult it is for the three of us to agree on a single point.
It is quite rare.
Yes.
Hard to
But you
do.
know what? Also, it can't, I don't expect everybody in the clubhouse to be agreeing on every single philosophy. So, and these guys have a bigger dog in the fight than we do. So, that's just something to think about. Anyway, guys, listen, I love the show. I'm going to keep tuned in.
Before you run, bro, since you're our first caller, do you want a chance to win a Pete Alonso Topps rookie card?
What am I going to say? No. No.
So here's the deal. I pull a random card from this deck. So since this one's already out, and it's technically not random, I'll pull a random one out. I'll ask you a question, and you're going to have 10 seconds to answer.
He rats himself out. Unbelievable, terrible criminal.
But here's the other thing. I'm like, my eyesight's going, so I have to put on my flashlight. At least I'm honest.
I don't know.
All right, Jem.
10 minutes later, go ahead.
Which team sold Timo Perez to the Mets on March 27th, 2000? Starting now,
that's
10
a
seconds.
Good one. Holy moles! What? Toronto Blue Jays?
The correct answer is, I'll tell you in a second. The correct answer is Hiroshima Toyo Carp, the Japanese Central League.
Okay, there you go. I feel
Yeah.
like I should hang up right now. You schooled me on some stuff.
Well, that's a hard question, bro. And it was completely.
It's a tough one. But hey, listen, I someone that's going to be a Pete Alonso fan is definitely going to appreciate that card, man.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Jem, we appreciate
Thanks,
you, brother.
Jem.
MetsJunkies.com. Check it out, everybody.
Check out Jem.
Take care.
Knows
Yeah,
what
bro.
he's talking about.
Absolutely.
MetsJunkies.com.
Jem also puts a lot of his articles up on our site,
Yeah.
so you can check out some of his articles on our site and more in depth. Actually, visit MetsJunkies.com. He's also on Facebook and all that good stuff.
Yeah, he's got the Mets Crush Monday, the Throwback Thursday, all
Yep.
that good stuff. A
Yeah.
lot of good
Very
content
informational.
out
Good Met stuff.
Um,
Real good Met stuff.
there. Back to last week, I see we want to kind of glare over that Padres series. Then we headed home for a quick. How did Gary or Keith?
Oh,
Say it.
yeah. So the Mets obviously went on that 6-game West Coast trip that doesn't exist anymore in my head. Then they went home for a 3-game set and then back on the road. So Gary said the Mets go home to do some laundry, then head back on out again. Buck on out.
Buck.
On out.
So that's exactly what they
They
did.
backed them
So they actually only played 2 games because
Make a long story longer.
it was it became a quick 2-game set with the Marlins as the final game Mother's Day yesterday got rained out. But game 1 put up an 8 spot in that first inning.
Sure.
Guys going the
That was
opposite
nice.
way. Rosario home run to right
Very
center
impressive.
for a salami out to right center.
Yeah. Kid's starting to hit.
Yes. He's at
Consistently.
280-ish.
Stay like that,
yeah,
buddy.
just
Just
like
like
that.
that, man. Shortstop for the next 10 years.
And what Callaway said that he liked what the Mets did was that they tacked on it wasn't just
stop.
a fluke inning, so they tacked on a few
Mhm.
more runs in the next few innings.
So like 11 or 12 runs that game.
11-4, I think was the
11
final
to
score.
4?
11-2, 11-3.
That was impressive.
Then the next night, runs didn't come as easy, but thanks to a 3-run 6th inning, back-to-back home runs by Pete Alonso, of course, who we're getting really used to doing this kind of thing, and Mr. Conforto with his beautiful swing.
Gorgeous
He
swing.
hit the second of back-to-back shots, and then I think Jacob deGrom actually drove in that final run.
DeGrom got 2 hits that day.
He's a machine. He's just a machine.
He's a beast. He's a beast,
and he's
man.
back.
Yeah, he's back.
Conforto,
He's back.
Going back to Conforto, his swing is starting to look a lot like 2015 when he started heating up before the playoffs. He's looking comfortable again.
Yeah.
He's starting to look comfortable.
I'm glad he's out of the 4-hole. I'm
Yeah.
glad he's out of the 4-hole. I think that might have been too much pressure on him for some reason.
Yeah. I like Alonso there.
It's a good spot for him.
Yeah. I like Alonso there, and I like McNeil leadoff. Back to the lineup
Jesus Christ.
again. Yeah.
When Mets Perez comes back, you
He's number
insert
4.
Mets Perez
Yeah.
into that lineup.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Lincoln's the hell of it.
It's crazy.
I would like to. I would like to see Mets bat behind Alonso. Alonso would be smashing that ball.
Crazy.
Anyway, future. Yeah, that's only a couple months away, really, right? Because you think about it, they put him on the 60-day DL to come off around All-Star break.
Yeah, right after
So,
the All-Star break.
Yeah, around that time. So
After the All-Star break, I think there's a 1 or 2 week period where we go and we play an American League team, and I think that's when they'll probably bring him back as DH, just to get him
There's
back
the White
in.
Sox, right?
Might be the White Sox. I don't remember
Or
exactly.
the Royals.
Some American League team where they will need a DH.
So
Maybe Mets Perez can come back like that.
yeah, he's gonna have to do. That's a good point because he's gonna have to do a minor league rehab stint. So after he gets
Yeah,
off the
you
DL,
know.
and then he'll come back for DH.
Couple of weeks, a week or two in the minors, and then come right into the as a DH.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to start
And-
throwing some live pitching to him the weeks before he gets
Yeah.
off the DL.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'll be a really nice player to insert into a lineup.
For sure.
Oh, shiz.
All right, so the Mets lost 5 out of 6 on the road trip, but then just the way the baseball is, now they've won 3 out of 4. So it's a turnaround there. The thing about this is we just need to sustain it.
Hitting is coming back.
Hitting is coming
Starting
back,
to hit again.
and the pitching has leveled. Has leveled
It's
up.
starting to
We
perform
need your boy
as
Thor.
it should. God of Thunder's coming through next
The
time.
God of Thunder. I feel like he's about to
I'm
take
telling
lift off
you, man,
and
he's got to
drop
throw the
down into
hammer down on
Wakanda.
somebody. That's it. That's
His
it.
last 3 starts, I think it is, he's been pretty good. And when he wasn't good, he's not the reason why we lost. Was it the last start he had in complete game, or the start before that?
Thor should not give up more
two
than
starts ago.
2 starts
3
ago.
runs a game. No more.
On average, yeah,
Well,
definitely.
because
yeah.
career ERA is under 3. I don't know about what it is now
Not
after
this
this year.
this
but,
year he's been up and down.
It's like
He needs to become a more steady
Yeah.
guy already.
he's around David Wright for the ERA.
no, I'm talking about career.
This year.
This
Career, he's under 3.
well, it was high too. So
Corny, are you out there, Corny? We need a stat.
Cornet? Cornet is our stat guy, and he's phenomenal.
So
Great guy.
All right, so sustainability is what it's at right now. So tomorrow night we start a series out in Washington, and then we had
And we're gonna miss their 2 big guns.
no Scherzer, no Strasburg, and
Screw you, Twinkle Eyes.
Strasburg. We said screw you at the same time. Nice.
Nice.
And we were
So
talking about the
adorable,
same
you
guy.
guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, forget
Wow.
about it. So missing those 2 guys, and I know a lot of people don't think of Strasburg as the guy who he was supposed to be, and
He's pretty good.
and that's
Still
all
pretty
fine and dandy, but he's still pretty darn good. So we missed those 2 guys. What is our pitching looking like?
It's nice. It's coming back.
For the series.
it's a little.
Thor is starting tomorrow.
Thor starting
Because
tomorrow.
he was supposed to
It's
start
a little
yesterday.
in the air because Font is going to be the game 2. The game two.
Font is
Font. Yeah.
Font?
Font will be the 2.
Font?
Wilmer Font.
Yeah. Wheeler Font's
And then
gonna
after
pitch
that,
game
it's
2.
a little uncertain because we're not sure what's going
Should
on
be
with Maxey
Wheeler.
or Mats.
No, I don't. I think maybe they'll have to give Wheeler a start because he'll be way overdue.
Poor
He'll be
Marlins are going to
overrested.
face the Grom again.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
that'll be. Hey,
I would throw the Grom every day against the Marlins.
So,
Start him and relieve him.
but like I was saying
As a
before, this
reliever.
is a stretch of 20 straight games. That is the scheduling regulations.
make
the
up some
maximum
ground.
you can schedule a team consecutively is 20 games. So, and also we're going to be doing 46 games in the next 48 days. We got a lot of baseball coming up.
Good.
Right now is like the haul. We need to like really buckle down,
Yeah.
and we need to win like 45 of those 46 games. Woo!
what did you just do?
Wow, you're not asking a lot, are you?
No, yeah, it's going to be a long stretch. So I think starting it off right, going to Washington, then going to Miami is big. We need to win 5 minimum. of
Win
these
every
next 6
series,
games.
bro. All we need to do is win every series,
I need to win,
and
we
it'll
need a
be
sweep.
very successful.
We need a sweep coming up. I think it'll be really good for
Our
my
schedule, our
It'll be good
schedule
for
right
me.
now is going to get better as the other teams is going to get worse because
Yeah.
we had a really tough schedule. Our schedule was the toughest schedule out of the whole Eastern division.
Oh yes, it was the
Absolutely.
toughest. So that's why we're 19-20.
Oh yeah,
And mediocre.
Mediocre.
So far. Now it's been
Mediocrity.
clearly it's been a combination of schedule. The one little piece that our pitching and hitting have not been able to sync up
Yep.
so far. So a
It
couple
looks
of,
like it's
couple of
starting to
things
sync
going
up a
on.
little bit right now.
Yeah, which would be phenomenal.
It just
So
seems like
look,
it is.
Conforto's hitting. McNeil is hitting. Well, McNeil always hits.
Cano,
You have some stats on McNeil,
Cano.
right, Keith? Cano is hitting.
come on back. Come on back.
yeah. I was looking at the schedule that Joe just put up on the screen, and I was looking at the next, I think, 13 games or so against subpar teams that we should really dominate. Then we go to the West Coast to open up on a 4-game trip to Dodgerville. But yeah, those stats. those stats on McNeil. And here's just a couple of them. This is something that was posted up on Twitter today by Andy DeComo. So there's other stats, but just what he posted is for the every Met player who first 100 career games through franchise history. This is where McNeil ranks in the following categories: average 342 through his first 100, first; on base percentage 406, first; hits 123, first; multi-hit games 37, first.
That's a lot, man.
So
That's a lot.
If you were to count each game that he's played as an at-bat and
Every
each multi-hit
third
game
game
as
he
a
gets a
hit, he'd be
multi-hit
batting
game.
370. That's crazy.
Every third game.
Then if you look at 3-hit games, through his first 100 games, 12. Imagine 20 would be really good.
That's pretty good.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
But then the power numbers, of course, and it's fine because that's not who the player he is, but the power numbers are a little further back: doubles, 6th, extra base hits, 10th. And that's 22 doubles and 34 extra base hits.
What's his
which
on base percentage? 400, you said?
Yeah, 406. Right, but
406.
he's not a power hitter. He's going to get on base and he's going to score
Get
runs.
on
He's
base.
He's a run producer.
That's what we need at the top of the lineup.
I'll take 7 of those, man. I'll win you a championship. I guarantee you. I'll take one big bop up, but
if he
7 of the other
continues
ones.
that
we need a little
he can if he scores 100 runs a year. I mean,
That's the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals. 87, 88 Cardinals.
the only other active
What do you
major.
think, Joe?
Oh, I can't pull it up because I didn't take the screenshot of that.
What did you do, Keith?
There was another stat of the only
There's
other.
somebody here. For real.
Another call.
We have another call.
All right, you're live. Talk to us.
I want that Pete Alonso card.
Look at that. Is that producer Joe? I hear.
I'd like to see you take a random card on this time.
I'm gonna take one from the deck, so it is random, Joe.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm feeling the power in this one.
Random.
But remember, the glasses have to come off.
You want me to read it?
No,
Okay,
it's
no.
not fun if I can't do all this.
Gonna take away his little.
Yeah, I have to make
What's wrong with you?
Sorry. So
All
I didn't
right.
blind the whole.
No one can see.
The
No
camera.
one. It's burning the camera lens.
By the way, Tim and Gabe, welcome to the show.
Welcome, guys.
Oh my God, these are easy. Joe,
Today,
you're gonna get
dude.
lucky. I'm picking and choosing.
Pick
Relax.
the hardest one.
I'm trying to.
Carlos Beltran.
No. These are all easy questions. Should I pick another card? All right. All right. I'll just give him an easy one.
What a crybaby. Give him the hardest one. Farace, read it. Read some
These
of
are
them.
all easy.
Let him read it. At
All
least
right. You know what? You have to answer all these, Joe. First one is.
Oh,
First
good
one
Lord.
is. What was the first season in which the Mets had a winning record?
1964.
1969, when they won 162.
Joe, you know what you got to do now? You got to hang up on yourself. Producer Joe, thanks for the call. Oh, Lord. Is that a butt dial?
I can't believe he just butt down the show.
Yes.
And he's right there. Okay.
This is good.
Here we go.
Jem's
That's
dying of laughter.
Unbelievable.
Did you have any more McNeil stats that you wanted to do?
Yeah, no.
No.
I did, but then I got to search for it, and then it's a whole thing.
All right. So, plan of action is now beat up on the fish, which we've done. We've now lost the game.
All day.
Now, I do
Fish
want to.
fry.
I want to take a step. I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to take a step back and talk about. So Friday before the game started, after the Mets come back from the road trip, or it could have been Thursday, but I think it was Friday in the morning. Meeting between Wilpon, Brody,
the big man called the
and
meeting.
Callaway. So, and after the game was over, one of the first questions, of course, New York media, not about the game. Let's talk about that meeting, Mickey.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Stir it up, baby.
And Mickey said, the conversation, exactly what the details of the conversation is private. We have to have private matters going on, but it was a much different tone from any other meeting that we've had coming off a road trip.
Yeah, it's figure it out. I
Yeah.
pay you guys to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose again. Finally, a little bit of skanky in them.
Yeah, it's
I
necessary.
hate the skankies, but dang.
No, but it's necessary, and it doesn't.
Oh, sorry, Tim. Love you, though.
What's up, Brendan? So you need to be able to put a little bit of a foot in your ass in your leadership when they're not getting the job done. It's really what it comes down to, and that's what he did. Maybe
Don't be so lax with these kids all the time. Let them know we need to do things. We need to get on base.
Like
you see
Brody-
a shift, bunt against the damn shift.
Brody opened up the checkbook for you. Mickey would give you another shot. Prove me right. That's really what it comes down to.
The talent is there. It's starting to sync up, you guys. The
Yeah.
pitching and the hitting is starting to
It really
sync
has.
up. It'd be really nice if Lowry comes back into the fold.
Well, I think. Speaking of Lowry, right? So
It'd be really nice.
it'll be really nice, and plus
and
it's-
Perez.
he's not he's
Still
not
excited.
a youngin, but it's inserting a little bit of fresh blood coming onto this long stretch of games we're about to play. But
He can spell Cano. He can give Cano actual time on the bench to just.
well, I hope he can spell.
Relax.
It's only 4 letters. I mean, that would be,
That's pretty good. Really? He can spell Cano? Come on.
Proceed.
Come on. Give him one.
So, but I think also things syncing back up have to do with some decisions, right? Some decisions that are being made on the field, as far as how the lineup's being handled and who's starting and who's not. I'm going to play you a little clip. It's only 29 seconds from Mickey Callaway when he was asked about Todd Frazier. Is he starting? Is he not starting?
So, I think he understands it from my conversations with him and how he feels at this moment. But he's always going to continue to think that he's a starter, and he should. He's not starting today.
Or tomorrow.
He's the starter when he starts. That's really all I can say.
That's all he can say. That was the last part that I cut off on you.
Jeff
That's really all I can
Wilpon
say.
said, sit him the fork
So
down.
and we talked about that last week, right? And Farace not joking, truth and jest type of joke, said, is the slump and Frazier coming back happening at the same time coincidence
No.
or
Frazier.
circumstance? Right.
Down goes Frazier.
I think Frazier's a good cheerleader. Stick him on the bench. He's good. He's a good cheerleader. You see him out there rooting for the team all the
He's
time.
an expensive cheerleader.
Very
It's not even
expensive.
hot.
But you know, if you want to
Yes.
win, J.D. Davis is your third baseman.
He should start. Yeah, he should definitely start.
So there you go.
I mean, Frazier can get the two last innings of every game, and he can have a happy life, man.
So I think did
Why
that
not?
start? Oh no, he
You're
started.
gone after this year anyway, Frazier. So whatever.
Look at that. So
We appreciate you.
Todd
God
Frazier
bless.
is hitting 143.
Oh, he's hitting "I love you" if you had a beeper.
143.
And so 143, and that's
143.
because his first few games he had a couple of hits. He hit
He
that
was
grand
hot.
slam, but in his last 7
Oh,
games
come on,
he's
man.
1 for 17, 059.
Frazier, you
Six-
gotta sit.
One hit and 17 at bats.
But
No way.
here's the truth in his capacity, right? As if we're gonna keep him on the team, it's good to have him on the bench. It's nice to have a Todd Frazier come off the bench. I mean,
What type of
batting,
positive spin are you putting on this?
He
of
could be
course
batting-
he needs to be on the bench.
He could be batting "I love you" in People World, but still, when he comes off the bench, you're thinking he's gonna hit a homer. You don't know.
So what? Fine.
I think they should
We're
make him.
both saying the same thing.
They should make
Leave
him the
on
bullpen coach.
No, that's my. I
Oh,
wanna
okay,
be a
sorry.
bullpen catcher.
Yeah, but he'll be gone at the end of the year.
Oh, I'll
And then you
resign.
just go.
Cheap.
But getting a little deeper into that, right? If let's say everybody continues to remain healthy, we start getting these players back.
Chris Flexen should be
cuts-
let go.
Roster cuts are going to have to happen, and I think honestly, him or
We talking about
Alvarez
roster
or-
cuts. What roster cuts have to happen?
roster movement, roster change.
Frazier's contract is gone.
Okay, but if we get players back mid-year, we get Cespedes back. We have Lowry. Who's going down?
Lagares.
He don't go down. You cut him. So there's got to be cuts.
What do you mean he doesn't go down?
He's
Why?
got to be DFA. He's not. He has no options.
Lagares has options.
Oh, he does?
Yes. Statman, check it.
I didn't know that.
You're the Statman. Verify me.
How does he have options? Because of his injury last year?
I don't know, but he does.
I'm not sure about that. But if he does, that's
He does.
perfect.
Can't prove me wrong.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I can't.
No, you can't. He does. Lagares goes down.
Kyle, welcome
Rocks
to
and
the
cut
show.
Kyle
said, "This isn't the Dodger show."
Yeah,
and
that's pretty funny, Kyle.
Then we responded, "That's producer Joe. You can find the Dodgers at www.utleysucks.com."
Yeah, and Ray, what's up, Ray? Ray says, "What do we do with Nimmo? Nothing. You keep him. You play him as often as possible."
Starting to hit again.
Yeah, he's just
Absolutely.
he had a bad stretch. It's still early in the season. He'll be okay.
He had a bad stretch, semi-decent stretch.
Perez is not going to play
bad
that
stretch.
much when he comes back. He's not going to play that much in the outfield if he can. They're going to bring him back slowly. And there's going to be plenty of playing time for Nimmo.
Yeah, he won't be an everyday guy. He'll be an often guy.
McNeil will come in, play a lot of third, play a lot at second. They'll move him around a lot.
McNeil's got to play 150 plus games.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He doesn't stop hitting. Nimmo is sitting at a solid 200 right now.
Yeah.
He's out of the
last
right on the
last few at bats, last couple of games, he's been getting a little heated up, a little better.
Yeah.
It was such a it was an 0 for 24 that wound up being a 2 for like 32.
It was bad, yeah. It's bad.
It was right, and he was taking.
Bad.
You know, what was even worse was he's taking pitches right down the middle, called strike three.
I had
multiple times a day.
I thought
game.
I thought they were going to end up sending him down to tune up.
We had talked about that.
Yeah.
Well, that means he's getting fooled. He doesn't know he doesn't know what's coming.
5 walks in the last 3 games. That's why his on base percentage is still at 348.
Yeah, but he's always looking for a walk. He's 6'2". It's a big kid with a lot of power.
Don't say that to this guy. Get out of here.
I'm just saying, don't look for a walk all the time. There's a fastball coming on the inside corner. They're doing it. They keep doing it to you, and you just keep letting it go, thinking it's gonna come back over or stay inside and not, but it comes right back over the middle, and you're done.
I would like to see
two-seam fastball. Stupid.
Starts out, comes back in.
Dummy.
It's just a porn site.
That's all I'm saying.
One time I would like to see Nimmo hit a bomb and just take his time around the bases.
Yeah, that old school respect stuff. When we win a championship, when we're at the series and he hits a home run, and it gets us that winning run,
he's gonna put a little mustard on your biscuit,
and then he goes around the bases.
Yeah. All right. So that's Nimmo. I wanted to talk real quick about some of the guys who were Mets last year and what they're doing this year. So of course we can't start
them all.
Any conversation about last year's Mets, not this year's Mets, without talking about Matthew Harvey.
Doo-doo in the milk.
No, this is good. No, this is good.
Why do we want to talk about Matt Harvey?
We want to talk about the guys who were on our team last year that
are playing bad.
People that we let go.
Okay. Only the guys that are playing bad.
Matt Harvey is 1-3, a 6.69 ERA.
I like Matt Harvey a lot.
I know you
still.
do.
I did. I mean, the kid had guts when he came and he played, and he was fire, man. That's the type of a pitcher that you want.
But right now
he's got nothing. He's got 28 strikeouts in 40 innings. This is not.
I'd have to see him. I'd have to see what his velocity, how he's pitching. I haven't seen him in a few games. I can't go by the stats.
His average 4-seam fastball is 93.5 miles an hour.
Where?
Down at the bottom.
Oh man, yeah, he's slowed down. And what about his changeup and his other stuff?
I don't know that they can that they go into all the. I think they just go with his top pitch. That is his number one pitch. So that's Harvey. He gone.
Then I guess it's valid. Yeah, you're sucking balls now, Harvey.
Look, it says nickname Harv.
It's no longer the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
No, that's
Harv.
gone. That's
Wow.
gone. That's 6 miles ago.
All right, and we got Jay Bruce.
Oh,
So
he's killing it. Jay
he
Bruce.
is killing it in home runs.
Average is like 210.
192.
Oh my lord!
Yeah,
How many
he's-
home runs he has?
Whoa, he's down to 188.
He's got 12 home runs. Oh my god!
He's got 12 home runs, 25 RBIs. Where's the strike? They don't show the strikeouts on this one.
Probably like 1,000.
But look, he brought his average up in the last 7 games by hitting 208. That's like crazy.
Wow. And he's not even walking. He's at 255. At least I remember Grandy would bat 210.
But he's
would
in
have
the
like
major leagues, making a ton of money.
Grandy would always still have like
To
a
suck.
340 on base percentage. You know, like he worked his way on base. Grandy, this guy. Granted, this guy's still got 12 pops. You know, I mean, wow. But
He was a good guy while he was with us, though. Give him that.
But he hit 9
Let's
or
get
so in the
something.
first like 12 games. He went nuts
Yeah,
over the
he
first
did.
part of the season.
he did.
Next up is Anthony Swarzak, part of that same trade to Seattle. He's had a little bit of an injury bug again this year, but he's got a 6.17 ERA.
Thank you for leaving.
That was a bad signing.
And he's given up home runs like crazy. So he's averaging giving up 4.6 home runs per 9 innings.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a
Wow.
and it's early.
That'd be a rough year. 30 starts?
Ooh.
That'd be a lot.
Our backup catcher from last year, Kevin Plawecki, is batting 171. He's got a home run and
Not surprised.
1 RBI. Yeah, Ray. Ray says he's batting better than Frazier. Hey, he is, but we're trying to push Frazier to the bench. Let's get that petition signed. Tim says, I want to see your setup. What are we looking at? We're looking at the camera, but there's a screen right behind the camera where we're looking at the comments.
I'll send you a picture.
Timmy. Oh, behind the scenes stuff.
Timmy.
How dare you?
Timmy.
Travis d'Arnaud, he was still with the Mets
Michael
through the
Jackson,
beginning of this
Callaway.
year, but he's since gone. He got Dodgers signed him, and then I think that the Rays paid cash for him and gave him more than what the Dodgers signed him for. So the Dodgers actually made money on Travis d'Arnaud.
We could have just traded him instead of giving up this 18-year-old rookie pitcher. Traded him for Font. Instead, we gave
For
up
Font.
cash and an 18-year-old rookie pitcher from the Dominican Republic that we drafted.
Yeah.
Font did okay. Font may be a good middle reliever.
I know, but we could have kept our 18-year-old stud pitcher and got rid of d'Arnaud for the same price.
There's a lot of 18-year-old stud Dominican pitchers.
Dominicans. He's probably how old is he? Probably.
He's probably 28, actually.
No, that's Cuba, right? Cuba's good.
That's the Dominicans.
But
What was his name? Miguel Tejada.
Miguel Tejada was like 72, right? When he was playing,
For the
third
Orioles.
base for the Orioles the last couple of years.
wow.
When he went to third base.
So d'Arnaud gets called up by the Rays immediately on Saturday. He batted 5th. I'm not sure what he did.
All right.
As Jubal Cabrera is hitting for the Rangers, he's hitting 229.
Wow.
We got rid of him in time.
He's got a bunch of home runs, though.
He's
I
got
think.
7 home runs, 23 RBIs, but
not
you know,
bad.
229 is a little rough. But the one guy that's doing well that we will mention is Wilmer.
Oh,
He
that's
started off
That's
really terrible. He
He was
actually
on the bench.
losing playing time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's got his average up to 282.
Good
and
for you,
this was as
Wilmer.
a couple days ago. We'll
Good
see
for
if
you. Love the
Clutch.
guy.
He's one of the biggest clutch hitters in Mets history.
282, a couple home runs,
There you go.
14 RBIs. And you see, look, his last 15 games at 396.
It's in beast mode.
Yeah. So
Catire.
He's
Catire.
better than Frazier.
Catire.
he is better
Much
than Frazier.
respect. Oh, yeah. And cheaper.
Yes, for sure.
But we got rid of the guy who cries for his team. Douchebags.
Well, you see, you thought that was poop in the milk, but that was good stuff. We let go of.
I didn't like it at all.
What do you mean? That's great.
I was happy a few minutes ago.
What made you upset about this, Wilmer?
Yes. Yes.
But
If
we
you
got
would have stopped
You miss
before
him?
Wilmer, I would have been okay. I
We-
do miss Wilmer.
We got another Wilmer
I
back.
do.
I like
look, well,
Wilmer
we got
too.
rid of 6 guys here that aren't producing.
Wilmer could have stayed.
With them, imagine with these guys this year.
Actually,
Imagine
little
Harvey
sad.
going every 5 days right now.
when we
I
decided,
don't want the other guys. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
want any of
perfectly
these guys.
happy.
when we decided not to sign Wilmer, it was a little shocking. I thought we can get this more than serviceable guy who can produce on the cheap, and we just let it go.
Imagine having Plawecki and Darwecki again.
Oh,
Look at that.
I know.
What's Plawecki doing? Did we look that up?
Yeah, 171, a home run and an RBI. Thanks for listening to the show.
Thanks for being on the show. We do appreciate your patronage.
I was helping out our fan base and sending pictures for the behind the scene things.
That was very nice.
Yeah, that took all of 13 minutes.
Edwin, welcome to the show. All right,
Edwin Rivera.
So I tried to
Thank
good
you.
news, but didn't work out as well as I would have thought.
That's you.
All right. So you
One
talked
of these
about
days.
Jed Lowry returning. They said on Friday that they were going to reevaluate on Saturday. They said on Sunday they were going to reevaluate on Monday. So I don't know when he's coming up.
This means that he's not coming up soon, because they obviously don't seem to know anything.
He was 3 for 4 the other day. He seems to be
Where?
Syracuse.
AAA.
Okay. How many games has he played?
Con Tebow.
Con Tebow.
Tebow? He's played a while.
Oh,
He's played a little more than a week now, I think.
I missed that guy, Tebow.
I think it has to do with
whiffs,
Yes.
swings and misses.
Swings and misses.
I don't know what they're waiting for. What are they waiting for? It's got to be something either with him or they don't want to make a move on the roster yet. They're timing something. I don't know. Pitching for the road trip. I don't know.
It looks like Wilson's going to be on the IL for a while, so he'll be off. Did they replace him with a pitcher? What they do about Wilson?
I don't know what they did yet. I think, they took him off and put him back on, so they had a spot for him. But
When was this? When are you talking about?
Justin
This was Friday.
Justin Wilson, yeah.
Yeah.
Who
They brought up Dom Smith.
Oh, right.
For Justin Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when he's ready to go.
Well, whatever, Tim. We didn't want to give you a Pete Alonso rookie card anyway. Producer Joe, that's Tim. He's the only Yankee fan that we like. Sometimes.
Yeah, so
Sometimes.
yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Now most of like about 95% of the time, Tim's good.
Yeah.
He might skanky for a second but he reverts back.
Wow. I like Michael. I like when Michael Jackson calls in.
No, Jem, he's
That's what I'm saying.
He's messing around with us because he's a Yankee fan, and he wouldn't want a Pete Alonso rookie card. Dan Wood, welcome to the show. Again with that, huh?
It makes me laugh. Wood.
All right, so Jed's kind of up in the air.
So
Jet what?
Jed's kind of up in the air.
Well, what are we gonna do then?
No, we'll do
Nothing.
when he's ready.
Learn to live with it, man.
Tim.
Get over yourself. Oh, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Tim?
I just mean I'm a Yankees fan. There's no way I'm getting one.
All right, why don't we break the action here and go into the Mets moment of the week?
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
Well, and this was it was actually Keith. It popped up on one of Keith's timelines on social media, and he posted it to the group. And I said, "Oh, look at this! I'd like to use this today." So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This week's Mets moment of the week.
Keep Mahomes, go to 12 pitches, drop a position player, or maybe Mahomes would be the pitcher to go down. Runner going, they pitch out. Piazza's throw, not handled. And it's a stolen base, number 21 for Shannon Stewart.
Wait a minute now. Uh-oh. What happened here? Did he make contact with the glove? Oh, a catcher's? No, not a catcher's block.
Rebeck awarded first base.
Interference?
I think Bobby Valentine might be arguing that in an attempt to protect the base runner, Stewart stepped across home plate.
Let's see if he crossed off. You can make contact. Take a look again. Piazza goes out for the pitch out.
I don't even see Rebeck.
I know it. I don't know what they called right there. I have no idea what they called. Piazza way out in front. Maybe they're saying he's too far out in front, and Grebeck didn't have an opportunity to even throw the bat at the ball. Now, I'll tell you what, if Grebeck throws the bat at the ball, he hits Piazza. And a lot of times on a pitch out, a hitter will throw the bat at the ball.
I think from that angle, that was the call that Piazza got out too quickly.
Couldn't do it.
And now Ricky leads off the bottom of the 13th against Graham Lloyd and takes a strike. So it'll be Henderson, Alfonso. And remember now, the pitcher is in the third slot. John Olerud having been replaced as part of the double switch.
Bobby Valentine the dugout.
Wait. Well, Bobby was thrown out on that catcher's interference call, and he's gone incognito. Sorry, Skip, we got you.
Sorry, Skip, we got you. That was Bobby Valentine
Wow.
back when he was managing the Mets. He got tossed from the game, and he tells the story a little bit later on at a venue, and he talks about how whoever took over for him as manager when he got tossed didn't even realize who was supposed to be warming up in the bullpen. He said, "You gotta." They were, or I think it was Hershiser said, "You gotta come back up here." So he was like looking around, and he sees that he was like, the little black stickers that they put under their eyes for the day games, and he says, "I grabbed one, I put it here." And I grabbed the other one and I put it here. And I said, "No way anybody's going to notice this."
That dark glasses on and a hat.
God.
I love, if you talk to any Red Sox fan, they hate Bobby Valentine.
They had a really tough time there, man.
They had a World Series
They ran
caliber
him out of
team.
town.
They had Adrian Gonzalez and
He screwed up that
I can never
team
remember the
big
kid's
time.
name from Tampa, the speedy guy, Crawford. Can't remember his
Carl
first name.
Crawford?
Carl Crawford. You're the best. See, I went Jamal, but I was thinking Knicks.
Zion.
Crawford. Wow, that's a name.
Good shooter. Damn good shooter.
He was a little
He shot a lot.
of a not good.
52
shooter.
points against the Heat. When
So what? He won nothing for us.
well, no Nick has won anything for us in a
Do you
long
realize
time.
tomorrow's
I'd say
lottery
that about every
draft
single one.
is if we get the number one pick, it's the biggest moment in Knicks history since 1999 when Allen Houston sunk that shooter
Yeah.
to get into the finals. This
Sunk
is
that shooter.
sunk that shot.
I was going to let that go.
He sunk that shooter.
I was letting it go.
It is.
Uh,
No, it just.
No, but it's
This is a baseball show.
tomorrow. I will be sorry. We'll talk Knicks for 30 more seconds because I want to. But tomorrow it's going to be the most nervous I'll have been as a Knicks fan for a very, very long time.
A friend of mine posted on Facebook.
What time does that start?
7:30.
45, 7:30, something like that.
I-
Yeah.
He just said 7:45 just to disagree with me.
That's the only reason, right? So Keith, aren't you going to be drinking coffee around that time? You're going to have to stay up.
Are
Huh?
you going to be drinking coffee?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something to stay awake.
How about the coffee? Huh?
How about drinking some coffee?
So, that
Talking to the microphone.
that Mets moment that we just heard was brought to you by Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters. From their roastery to your front door. See how that just zoomed in, folks? That's how it'll come to your house. Only the finest beans from all over the world. And there's some awesome flavors. One is called Drunken Pig, but don't worry. This non-alcoholic treat, no animals were hurt in the making of it. And how many calories are in it?
Zero.
You could also try Dark Roast Dark Chocolate. Dark Roast Dark Chocolate. It's all the coffee you need without the guilt. I don't know. I need the script.
Oh, that was great.
Dark Roast
You
Dark
did
Chocolate.
good, though. You did
Yeah,
good.
you did well there.
I was trying. It's
Yeah, that was
guilt-free.
really good.
And how many calories?
Zero.
But full of the rich chocolate flavor. Then we have chicken and waffles. That's right, folks. You heard me right. Chicken and
Oh,
waffles.
that's funny.
And don't worry, no chickens were hurt in the making of this. But my dinner tonight, several chickens died.
Mm-hmm.
And how many calories are in that?
Zero.
Oh, snap. Then we also have the medium roast. This is hands down the most popular coffee, a blend of
Oh,
American
my
and South
gosh.
American coffees. This blend is a full-bodied and complex coffee that offers sweet citrus note and lingering bright finish. Bright finish. What the hell is a bright finish?
Like semi-gloss, right? Like semi-gloss?
Yeah,
Like
like my
semi-gloss
coffee.
paint?
My coffee has a bright finish. Like you glossed up my coffee.
You glossy up my coffee.
Yeah. Then we also have jacked up
Iglesia
cupcake,
it.
which is also what we like to call our
Julio?
friend Rodriguez.
Julio.
Rodriguez is our jacked up cupcake.
Yo.
Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters offers a line of high energy coffee, and one of them is jacked up cupcake. It's really good. Just buy it. Trust me, you'll love it.
Trust them.
This and much, much more is available to order at Brooklyn. See, look, sponsors. Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.com. Speaking of sponsors, I want a free bag. You want this coffee is guaranteed to be shipped within 24 hours of its roast date. Oh yeah, sorry, ADD, OCD. I'm sorry.
And by the way, we have a promotion going right now. You want to tell them about that?
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Pete 20, capital P, capital E, capital T, capital E, and what else is capital?
Capital 2,
capital 0.
Zero.
Pete 20, all
You made me skip
capitals.
the 0.
Zero.
Mm-mm. No.
P20. All caps.
If you order now and put Pete 20 on your checkout, buy a second bag and get your third bag free.
Your dirt bag.
The turd bag.
Your third bag.
The turd bag, you
Not
get
the
it for
dirt
free.
bag.
Your
You
turd
leave the
bag
dirt
free.
bag at home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right here.
You get your nut bag
It's
free.
the dirt bag.
Get a nut.
And he said dirt bag.
Get your dirt bag.
Yes.
You
Yes.
get the dirt bag
Yes.
free.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's not dirt. It's only the finest greens.
No,
coffees.
it's great coffee.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal coffee.
P20, right?
Pete 20.
Pete 20.
Two? Buy two.
Buy 2, get 1 free.
Get one free.
The
Do it.
turd.
Buy
Good
two.
stuff.
Buy 2 sacks. Get a third one on your chin free.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so
Free dirt bags. Free dirt bags for
bags.
sale.
all right, so let's do this real quick. We're
Free dirt bags for sale. That doesn't even make sense.
All right, we're out of
How
control.
can it be free?
Hone it in, guys. Hone it in.
why don't you give us a call? Give us a call at 718-577-1275. Keith will read you a question,
You'll read your
randomly chosen. A
Sing
trivia
you a sonnet?
question. If you get it right within 10 seconds, you will get a Pete Alonso rookie card from Topps shipped to your front door, or wherever you want us to ship it.
I'll strip it.
Should we just wait like we said we were going to?
Yeah, we could draw.
No. So where to find us on social media? You found us on Facebook. If you're watching this, you found us on wherever you listen to your podcasts or shows. If you're listening to us right now, so you got us all there now. Instagram, Twitter, at the PIITB show. Like and follow us there. Snapchat is at CineSportsTalk. That is our parent company. We are brought to you by CineSportsTalk, as well as 27-ounce baseball. And
What are you laughing?
Jim, he said that catch was epic. Turn it into a GIF.
yes,
GIF.
Yeah.
GIF GIF.
he interrupted me for that.
What?
He interrupted me for that.
No, you asked. What are you laughing at? I didn't interrupt you. I went on mute.
You were not muted in my ear. That's the problem. Follow us on social media. All right. If you want to call in and try and get a Pete Alonso rookie card,
Why are you giving him the finger?
again,
I'm just holding the mic.
718-577-1275. Let's move it on.
What's that number again?
718-577-1275.
Okay.
Let's move it on up to
The
East Side
mhm.
to a D.
All right.
Lux apartment.
iTunes,
sky.
Spotify. Yes, you're right, Jem. all that good stuff.
Ooh,
Oh my
What are
God.
you doing?
annoying Farachis. It's working too. So easy to do.
All right. So
Lottie.
So as we move towards the next 2 series here, you know how we always do predictions.
Okay.
So
Do we do a producer prediction?
yes,
now?
we do.
We do,
I
huh?
already wrote Jay.
Oh, he's already got the name in there. There you go.
All right. So we come up with the.
What?
We kick off with the Nationals 3-game set there. Keith, what do you say?
0-3.
Seriously.
No, I just don't know what to do anymore. I feel like that it's all my fault when I pick wins and losses.
It usually is.
Right. I have so much weight on my shoulders. The whole entire balance of the world depends on my pick right now.
Sure, it does.
I think we're gonna sweep them.
Really?
Man,
Yeah.
you really
Dang.
changed that up. Rodriguez.
He went from 0-3 to we're gonna sweep him.
Yeah, but
I didn't know what to say. We're gonna sweep him.
left, right, left, right, left, right. I'll just go straight.
I'm expecting 2 out of 3.
I say 2 out of 3 also. What about producer Joe?
That's why I was looking at the problem. Do you know the problem is for the next 3 games?
They are not pitching Scherzer or Strasburg, as far as I know. I could tell you that. We do not have to face them in these 3 games.
We take 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. All right, and we won't be doing a show before we play the Marlins again. So what say you guys? Start with producer Joe this time.
Sweet.
3-0 sweep. I am going to predict a sweep. Keith?
I'm saying that we're going to be heading into the Monday show 8 straight wins.
Rodriguez?
2 out of 3.
Poop in the milk.
How is that poop in the milk?
Because I'm saying what you would say to me if I did that.
It's a series win.
If it was
No.
everybody said
You would
sweep,
say because you would say 1 out of 3.
not to the Marlins.
You would say that when you're pooping in the milk. You poop
How
hard.
dare you
You're
say?
a hard pooper,
How
young
dare
man.
you say
I've heard
that
it.
you
I'm
are
just
going
saying.
to that we're going to lose a game to the Marlins?
Because William Font or Vargas will pitch that game.
Vargas has been fine. Combined Font and Vargas.
Oh my God!
Combined Font and Vargas.
Oh, a 93-mile-an-hour lefty. Yeah, I would love that. I
No,
would
no, no.
love that.
Not combine the 2 people.
Oh no!
No, 4 and 4.
I think we're
And
getting pretty
Familia in the
advanced,
ninth.
You know, we do a lot of cloning.
Yeah.
He'd be a really good
Oh.
lefty.
I'll just
You've been
clone,
pretty
I'll
good
just clone
lefty.
Maddox 5 times.
Greg Maddux.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could do that well in this day and age.
Yeah, he can.
He didn't throw that hard.
Doesn't matter.
Why are you bringing them?
Your
Why are
cousin-
you bringing a Braves back to
I'm
life?
bringing
What's
a
wrong
Cub.
with you?
No, a Cub. He played for the Braves?
Cubs.
I don't remember that.
Yes. What do you mean don't remember?
Don't remember.
Tim, keep your Todd Frazier bobblehead. He says he'll trade a Tim. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What
Anybody
happened?
else want to read that? Because I can't.
What happened? What?
Tim says he'll trade a Todd Frazier bobblehead for an Alonzo card.
Oh, see.
I said keep it.
See what he's doing? See what he's doing?
Yes.
You're not baiting me,
No,
Tim.
thank you.
Ray says 2 out of 3. I'm not sure what series that was for. Jem says sweep. Hope that's for the Marlins. Max has returned. He just said I'm back. He said I'll be back in 10 minutes. It's been an hour.
Who's that? Max?
Max.
Max doesn't know how to tell time.
Yeah. All right. So that's a nice little stretch you got that's going on. 8 straight wins.
Yeah.
I really hope that happens.
Yep. I pray and I hope, but I'll take 6.
I'll take 6. Heck yeah.
I'll take 6 wins.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a little mustard on my
You know what
biscuit.
else we would take right now is a Fwakata.
Oh, I think you meant we'll take some French fried potatoes.
Potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Fwakata of the week.
This Fwakata of the week was brought to you by.
Joe's like, I'm feeling the press. No,
What am I supposed to do? I don't know. This Fwakata of the week was brought to you by
So, Tim Tebow, where we're wishing everyone well, unless you're on the Nationals.
Bring them up.
Hey,
Who
you
you
want to
gonna
tell them
talk
what
about?
we did earlier? When we talked about when we started listening to the very first episode we ever did.
Oh, okay, yeah, because
We used to do constant updates on a certain Met.
So, it was a running joke in the show. The first 30 or so episodes, we used to do the Matt Dendecker report. And actually, if you go on Castbox, Spreaker, you'll see all of the past episodes dating way back till 49 episodes ago. Because I don't know the date. I think it was September.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, it was March 2017, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, March 2017.
2018.
2018.
You got it.
What year?
It's fine.
touching each other's mic.
So we used to do a thing called the Matt Dendecker Report. So we were like, maybe we could revive that as a joke. Ha ha. We looked it up, and he's playing for the Long Island Ducks. But I would like to also announce that he's playing with Captain Kirk Noonheis. Yep, Captain Kirk, 3 home run.
Fondest. That's our fondest memory of Kirk.
Yeah,
Noonheis.
it's a fantastic memory when he hit the 3 home runs.
Yeah.
I was there.
He also had a game-winning home run during that 2015 stretch on the road trip in Washington.
He looked at certain times like he could really be a beast.
Most times he looked lost.
Most times he looked like, what am I swinging at?
He did, right? Even like Lucas Duda. I mean, sometimes you'd see when he would go on those stretches for like 10 games and hit 55 home runs in 10 games, you're like, whoa, this guy's amazing. Then he bats 110.
No, he batted 250. 250, 245.
And he got all those average points in the first 10 days. And then he sucked for another 40.
Well, yeah, but not everyone's great.
Ouch,
Some
Ray.
people are what they are.
Ray says, every time I see Vargas pitch, I want to throw up.
Well, that's a valid point.
Valid.
Yeah.
Is it because of the hair? Is it the hair, Ray?
He looks like
everything. He looks like a barfly. Like he just.
No, what's that howling dog that goes like a hound? He looks like a hound with that
like
hair.
Greyhound. No, I know what you mean with the droopy cheeks.
With the droopy cheeks.
Yeah, that one.
Good Lord. That's it. That's the picture.
Oh.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I should repost. Next time he starts, I'll repost my favorite picture of him.
He looks like a drunk hippie.
Yeah,
that's what
playing catch in the dugout.
Not even catch. He was just practicing his throwing.
Yeah, it was in between innings, and he was still trying to.
He looks like he's
out.
in pain right there. He looks like a dog just bit his left nut.
Where's he from? Long Beach State. Where's he from?
Fantasy Pros,
California?
his profile picture on Fantasy Pros is what I'm trying to explain for all of you on Spreaker and our
Jim, you were way off on that. Jem says, I thought Kirk Nubaka could be the poor man's Jim Edmonds.
Yeah.
No. Rungo.
Yeah.
Conforto went to Oregon State, Dan Wood's alma mater.
Oh,
Look at that.
Max, what are you calling the bad management? Because you missed our discussion.
Good Lord.
You missed our talk about Wilpon calling that meeting on Friday to talk to both Callaway and Brody, saying we got to start winning.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Basically, telling them like, get going, guys. Stop this from happening. I don't want it to happen again like last year. It was a stern little talking to, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It took on a different tone.
Yeah. And then what happened, like you said, Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Down goes. There you go. You've been waiting to use that for a legitimate reason.
For a real reason. And that was it.
Yeah.
Stuff has to happen.
Still no Fwakata?
No.
It's I'm not sure. I've already Fwakata.
Are you sensitive today?
Yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Like,
rub them up. Rub them up.
I don't want everybody's little bit of feelings.
No cry.
You know who I'm going to Fwakata?
Go ahead. Who?
Ooh.
Do it.
There's a lot of emotions going to come out of this one.
He's building it up. You building it up? You trying to charge yourself up?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Run up and down run up and down on the carpet or something? Charge up?
Let's, oh my God, what's his name? The manager of the Nationals. I just said his name the other day. I said he's going to end up getting fired.
The guy who used to broadcast.
Manager of the Nationals?
Manager of the Nationals.
Oh, Spanish name guy?
Yeah.
I just said last week he's going to get fired.
Jose Afuente?
Who manages the Washington Nationals?
The Washington Nationals' manager is Dave Martinez.
There you go.
Dave Martinez. Fwakata!
Boom.
Yeah, you know what? Continue with your bad decisions. I want to Fwakata your whole life.
Damn. Even after baseball?
No. He goes home. I want you be
like
good.
Death?
Okay.
The minute you step in the park, Fwakata.
From stepping on the park to stepping off, it's Fwakata.
Yeah, no. Your family, everything else.
Yeah.
Have a nice life.
Right.
But baseball, Fwakata, you suck.
Shohei Ohtani
Very
just
nice.
started playing again for the Angels.
Don't tell me he hit a home run.
Yeah, home run.
I told you not to tell me that.
Sorry. Shohei Ohtani. Hey, listen, I think
Guy's a beast.
if Thor was an everyday player, he would challenge Ohtani in home runs.
Thor, I think DeGrom may be the one that actually challenges for a batting title.
I think Wheeler. Not so much.
You
But
have to
Wheeler
differ
can
with
hit,
every- with- for
Wheeler can hit
everything.
him too. But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Matt is actually more of a power hitter than any of them.
Matt's too.
He
You're
has
right.
he has a nasty cut, man. He
But-
takes a hardcore cut.
Ray.
Because he's always full of anger.
He's an angry freaking dude. He really is from New York. He looks angry.
But he gets angry.
Channel it like Lighter. Lighter
Yeah.
always looked angry and intense and stuff. But this guy just
Oh,
he's getting a little
would,
better.
Lighter would just grunt.
make
pop that mitt.
faces
He's
and
getting a lot better. But
look nasty.
he's actually gotten a lot better since the middle of last year. But prior to that, it was terrible babyism with Matt's. Like he would get mad and it's going right off me.
He was a
And would just
crybaby.
fall apart.
By the way, that clip where Bobby Valentine got tossed from the game and then came back in a disguise, they umps made the right call. Piazza caught the pitch out like almost in fair territory. He took like 3
But
steps
it's
up
not
to
the
catch
point
the
of
ball.
fair. It's not the point of being
No.
right or wrong.
But thank you, umps, for doing that. Thank you, Bobby, for creating that moment. It's fantastic.
So I want to say Ray posted up on the Facebook chat. I can't see it now because just go past it.
Max says you should Fwakata the Wilpons.
The big secret.
You can't
90
walk
minute-
on your own team.
The big secret 90-minute meeting in which the Post took up 2 pages to report some secret touches a nerve with me because I freaking hate the Post. It's garbage. It's not even real. It's just nonsense, trash,
Basura.
garbage paper. Post sucks.
So when
except when
use
you say
another
something
sponsor.
that I agree with, which isn't often.
Mm-hmm.
you always suck when he says you suck.
All right.
Otherwise, you're good.
Exactly. I've never said the
5%.
Post is good. Post sucks.
All right, so we've gone through, I think, what we want to go through
Sucks less, huh?
for the Mets for the moment. But if you watch Game of Thrones, stick around as we're going to talk a little Game of Thrones right now. And
Did we check with Joe?
Oh, Joe, did you watch Game of Thrones, producer Joe? Of
You're up
course.
to date.
So
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I had a
Good.
little joke earlier because they were like, "Well, we're going to do
Oh.
Game of Thrones update." So I don't know if Joe watched it. So like, what are we going to do if he hasn't watched it? I'm like, put him in the bathroom. Reference from Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale. And so I had just gotten off a call and I was irritated about something. You know, surprise, surprise. And he wrote that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And then I said, I don't want him looking at that face. Put him in the bathroom. And he still didn't know what I was talking about.
Did you
Neither
see?
did I when he said it.
Did you see Bumgarner and Puig got into it again? They rekindled their rivalry.
Oh, he hit us. Puig hit the shot off him, right?
Yeah.
And then what did Bumgarner say?
Don't look at me.
No.
No.
He goes. He's a really good student. It only took him 7 years how to learn how to hit that pitch.
I thought it was great.
You got in the last word.
Yep.
No,
He's a douche. I
Max-
wish he was a Met.
Max, we're not going to talk Rams football. I'm not going to do it. All right, let's get into Game of Thrones. Why don't we?
The Rams play football.
Stop. Sometimes.
I can't believe this.
All right, so Game of Thrones.
Let's go
Season
Mets.
8. What? Season 8, Episode 5.
Let's go Mets is always appropriate. Don't
yesterday-
tell me what.
It is. It is in my recollection. It is the most complained about episode in series
Bunch of
history.
whiners. Bunch of
Amazing.
fools.
And we'll get to that and
We
all
just
that
got
good
to
stuff.
it. Fools.
We'll get to that part. But so what was your big takeaway from this episode?
Daenerys went berserk. It was awesome.
Mad Queen. We're gonna call her. We're gonna talk about Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Call her.
We got a Game of Thrones caller.
Oh, I know that. I know that number. What's up, buddy?
You don't want the Pete Alonso rookie card?
Pete Alonso rookie card for
Our caller.
oh my man. You know what would have been epic is Michael Jackson would have called in.
Michael Jackson
Just for
should
the-
call.
Keith.
My brother does not like me doing Michael Jackson. I've gone to the room.
You know, I have to say I don't blame her, but it is funny as hell.
All right.
She makes me like I'm out of my mind. So I was like, all right, let me go in the other room.
She sees the true you.
Well, listen, we're not going to give you a Pete Alonso rookie card, but do you want to try answering a Mets trivia question?
No, I don't want to embarrass myself.
All right. Well, Tim, let's get to the subject at hand. What did you think about Game of Thrones last night?
I thought it was great. I don't know what people are bitching about. I don't understand what people want out of a television show. I thought it was fantastic.
So here's what people are complaining about. What I've seen the most of is that Dany's character arc is now, they forced her into this thing where she just lost her mind.
Nope.
But it's been building up all this
Yes.
time. She's losing everything. She's losing her, quote unquote, being the rightful heir to the throne.
She lost.
She lost Missandei. My Sunday. Do you remember you saw the memes for that?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So lost her best friend, translator, best friend,
A lesbian sex partner.
yeah. Lost Jon Snow.
Yeah, because she's
Lost everybody. She's losing her mind now. She realizes
Jorah.
that
Jorah's the big loss.
That
Thank
is
you,
a
producer Joe.
huge, massive loss.
Massive.
90% of the Unsullied,
Dothraki.
the Dothraki, big man,
She's lost a lot.
Aquaman. She lost Aquaman.
Well, dude, that was like
A long
years
time
and
ago.
years ago. She's been banging since.
Yeah.
I mean,
Her own brother
about other
sold
people.
her into slavery, essentially having him married to Dothraki, which actually was the
Yeah, but that's
thing that started-
even that's how she liked that. That she liked that. He didn't deserve to live. He's not a real dragon.
She didn't like it at first. She embraced it. If you think about way back for season
Oh, yeah.
one.
No,
She's
she
a
was all
she's a
good
bad
once
girl.
you dumped that
She's
over.
a bad little girl.
Yeah.
So,
Producer Joe, she a bad little girl.
Danny.
Oh, she's a bad little girl.
So if you think about it, this
Timmy.
is
Timmy's there.
Yeah.
Timmy. She's a bad little girl, Timmy.
No, I'm here. I like you said, she's basically murdered someone in every season since the beginning.
Right.
Right.
Why are people surprised?
Because everybody wants what they want to happen
Mhm.
instead of actually
Exactly
paying
what we talked
attention
That's what we said.
to the show. Yeah. I
I
mean,
think it's a role playing game. It's not a role playing game. It's a dang movie.
What
Somebody
did I
else
say?
is
What
making
did I
it.
say? Oh, it's not a choose your own adventure book.
right. And
You
like,
can't decide.
and like you said,
Avatar.
this is not a surprise. Like you said, it's been building. If you pay attention, it's been
She
building.
really hasn't been nice. I'm sure she's freed some slaves, but she really hasn't been nice.
No, she labels herself breaker of chains, so that way she can feel good about all the other crap she does. But she's just like the rest of them.
But we would
Jon
not.
Snow should have banged her. That would have saved the whole town.
Yeah.
All she wanted was a little tender love and care.
Mhm.
That's all. I think
Last
so.
week we would have been talking about her like this.
Huh?
Last week we would not have been talking about her like
No,
this.
I'm still talking about her in a
Uh,
good way. You guys are not.
Best scene: Mountain versus the Hound.
Absolutely.
The fight scene, and that's another thing people complain about. Oh, the Hound let Cersei walk right past him because he just got done telling Arya,
Pay attention.
"Get out of here. She's gonna die. Don't worry about it. You get out of here because you have things to live for. I'm going to get my brother." And so, of course, he's not going to attempt to do anything with
He
Cersei.
didn't
His
go there
beef
for
was with the
Cersei.
brother.
He
Right.
didn't- right.
And he knew
Yeah.
that Cersei's going to die. She's not getting out of it.
So
She's not getting out of it.
so just pausing right there real quick. Speaking of that battle, I think the setting on the stairs with the broken roof and the dragon flying
over.
overhead and them just going at it, I thought it was poetic and brilliant. I mean, and the way they filmed the
And he's
actual,
a zombie, dude.
the
He
way
could die.
they filmed the battle was amazing.
Could die.
Is that what it is? He's a
He's a
walker.
zombie, Walking
Yeah.
Dead.
So how's he in her control? I don't understand that.
He's not. He killed the guy that tried to control him. You saw he grabbed him, crushed him, and
Oh.
threw him.
Qyburn made him.
Right.
He wasn't a White Walker. He was something.
No, he's definitely not a White Walker because then he would have been.
He wasn't a white zombie. He wasn't a White Walker, but he was a zombie nonetheless. He got stabbed and he just pulled the stuff out like he had no feelings at all.
He was stabbing and die already. Stabbing.
So the irony,
Stabbing him
right?
like crazy.
If you go way back to season 1 when the Hound, I think it was season 1 where they explained the burn on his face from his brother,
right?
And then also if you go a little further ahead when I think he had a wound or something, and Arya was trying to sear it shut, and he was scared of the fire.
Right.
So the irony that he killed his brother and was willing to throw himself into the fire to kill his brother was also like poetic justice. There's so many good things that happen, and people just don't pay attention to it. People, like you said, to choose your own adventure. They want what they want to happen. The story was great. What happened was great. I love that episode. Even the things that pissed me off about it was great. It was a great episode.
There's even an article that I read that said
sucked great.
there's an article.
Well, things I didn't want to happen, but it fit.
But it does like
it fit. It's right. It fit.
When you
That's
watch
what I
a show,
mean.
it's not
you
going
don't
to
want some
be.
people to die, but when they die, it sucks great. It sucks that they die, but it's great.
We
I mean, they did a good job.
This whole show, we didn't.
I finished my booze.
Take a sip of
Your
it.
what? Your apple juice.
Huh?
Hey, to producer Joe joining us.
To producer Joe.
And by the way, we can't do the show next Monday. There's a game on.
Is a game for the next 20 days straight.
Yes, but we could do Thursday. The game starts at 12 o'clock.
So our next episode will be Thursday next week. Are you sure?
You guys good with that? No, I'm not sure.
Right now, I am.
We're not ever sure.
Sure.
For the moment.
Next Thursday.
Yes.
Timmy.
Wait, Timmy, we're gonna have to let you go. We got another call coming through.
Do what you got to do, fellas.
Sorry, buddy.
See you later, brother.
Later.
We noticed that late.
I think we lost them. Please call back.
If you'd like to call us back, give us a call back in, and we'll talk. Hopefully, we're talking Game of Thrones.
Yep. Sorry about that.
That's all.
I have a feeling that's Max.
Max.
Yeah, I think he wants that card.
Oh,
Max can call in.
Let's see. Yeah, no, he's a fan.
Call in.
Whoever
Come
that
on,
was,
buddy.
call back. Max.
What's the number that they have to call in?
718-577-1275.
There you go.
That's his Alabama accent.
Something like that.
Another thing people are
Play some
complaining
banjo.
about.
Play some banjo.
That's my crappy Brockmeyer.
Another thing that people are complaining about is that they're saying, "Oh, we're just trying to rush."
There's a call coming in.
No. Who left? Dan.
Oh, Dan. Sorry about that, Dan. Call back.
Give us a call back.
Yeah.
And Tom, welcome to the show.
You say hi to Luis Millan. Felix Millan's brother.
Luis Millan. Welcome to the show. Vic, Max, I'm sorry, says the Mets are going to go 17-3 in the next 20. That would be phenomenal. Tom, welcome. I think I already welcomed you. Dan, if you, again, call us back in if you'd like to.
Who's throwing up angry face? Is that you, Dan? Because we didn't get you on the
again.
line. Sorry.
You, like Keith is the angry face guy, so you got to be careful. If you put up an angry face, he's going to call you out. He's calling you out, buddy.
Jeez.
The other thing that people are complaining about the season, they're saying everything's so rushed, and that builds that ties in with the Danny part. And they said that they rushed her into this thing, but no, it's been going on this whole time.
Some things do feel rushed, but not that.
It's not. No,
one thing, and I thought about it. One thing that felt rushed. One of the mass internet complainers, is like they time warped. They're in Winterfell. They're in King's Landing. But then I was thinking about it, like how boring of an episode would it be?
Right.
We're marching. Like what are they going to start?
It's the first 6 minutes of Hateful Eight. If you've ever seen a Hateful Eight, the first 6 minutes is them coming in by horse and carriage from miles away, and that's all it is. They're walking and into the camera shot. Have you guys seen Hateful Eight?
Yes.
Okay. That's the first 6 minutes. I mean, it's a 3-hour plus movie, so there's more angry faces because you call out the angry faces. So now look.
Wow, there's a lot more.
Who is that? Why? What are you angry
They
about?
fly
You want
all
anger?
over
I'll give
him.
you anger. You want anger?
They fly all over him only.
Yes,
Pretty good.
That's true.
All of them fly over me. So do the hearts.
No, nobody hearts.
Put
you.
up some hearts, people. Come on.
No, nobody heart. Don't heart anybody.
Do not heart.
Heart.
Here comes the hearts.
What else? What else
Okay.
about this episode? I would have liked to have seen, and again, this is not a complaint. I'm not gonna. The series is ruined. I would have liked to have seen. I'm talking now, so they're laughing.
Because you're funny looking.
I would have liked to have seen
That was his mom.
Cersei get her head sliced off. That's what I would like to have seen.
Oh, come on. That's just mean.
I don't care.
Aw.
That's just means she
Oh,
blew up a
thank you.
hole.
Come on.
Aw, look at all the hearts from
She's
me.
prego.
Who cares? Prego with
Who cares?
Joffrey. You want another
Joffrey?
Joffrey?
Joffrey was
I
prego?
know.
What?
Joffrey was dead.
I know.
You want another Joffrey?
Me? No, it's not
No.
my kid.
Cut it
I'm not
off.
raising him.
Now done.
I didn't say
Over.
she didn't have to die. She has to die. It was great. It was a great way to die. She died.
No.
I mean,
Producer Joe says it's crap.
That was a great, on paper, that was a great way to die. When they drew that up, we're going to have them in the middle of the Red Keep. It's going to crumble. It's going to crush them to death in their arms. In reality, it was horrible. I mean, you expected a much more
It didn't film right. Yeah.
magnificent death.
That's a
for
good point.
Yes.
Book
She
wise,
was the evil villain of the entire show. You wanted something a little more.
She was voted the most.
I agree 100%. I wanted somebody to say something like that.
it would have been cool. It would have been cool if she got the dragon fire.
Mhm.
That would have been cool.
I think that would have been too quick. Also, they should have sliced it, not chopped it, but
Since when does Dragonfire blow up walls, though? That was one thing I was curious about.
She didn't want to kill Ned Stark.
no. That's the only thing.
She did not.
She did
No.
not.
That was
a
Joffrey
Joffrey thing.
But all the people of
Minnesota?
King's Landing that everybody felt bad about cheered on Ned's death.
So all of King's Landing needed to die.
That's right. Screw it. You know why I changed my mind? Yeah, I'm glad you all died Pompeii style. It was
Base style.
it was
It was a
terrible.
volcano.
It was terrible. I mean,
It was like an atom bomb, man. That
Bro, they
dragon was
gave-
blowing
they
stuff up.
gave up.
and he was just going lane by lane,
Lane by lane, lane by lane.
All right, you're live on the Put in the Book show. What's up?
What's going on, fellas?
Who's this?
It's Maxie.
Ah,
That's right. You
All
told me
right.
to call, I called. No problem.
All right,
What's the
Max.
question? How old you guys getting?
Let's get ready, Max.
Hey,
Here we go.
Maxie.
hold on. The preparation has to happen. I gotta randomly pick a card. And then
Randomly pick the hardest
I
card
gotta,
you
then I
can
have to
find.
remove my glasses. I'm gonna randomly pick 2 cards, and I'll pick the hardest.
And
one.
I want to acknowledge what Tim just said because he mentioned this on the post that we had on CineSportsTalk after the show. He talked about how Danny became hated, and we actually felt sorry for Cersei. Did you guys all feel?
At the end,
No,
the
I
way
didn't
she
feel
was
sorry for
dying,
her.
a little bit.
No, I didn't feel.
I mean, she acted. She's a good actress.
Not at all. I felt not
She's hot. That's my
Fair enough.
real reason.
All right.
Oh, I got
Sorry,
really. You
that's
want me to
my
go
real
really
reason.
hard on Max? You want me to go really hard on him?
Just
Whoa.
be fair.
Wait, Max,
Just be fair.
Well, this is the first question I looked at.
How many
All right.
questions does he get?
All right, Max, you ready?
He only
One.
gets one, right?
I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, here we
I
go.
got a shot of tequila in my beer. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna just call it. You're not getting this answer, so I'll give you a second question.
Wow.
You're not.
Write it down. Write it down.
Which former Mets player and pitching coach gave up a home run to 75-year-old Luke Appling in the 1982 Old Timers game?
What?
10. You're never gonna get this. 9, 8,
It's got to
7.
be a pitching coach from the
6,
60s.
Why would
5.
you
No,
even?
not of mine. I don't know.
3. It's Warren Spahn. Come on, you don't know that, Max?
Wow,
No,
Warren Spahn.
That's a Met
All right.
question.
It's a Met question, yes, but I'll give him a real question.
Come
now.
on, give him a real one, man.
All right, here we go.
Okay, which?
Mhm.
No one's ever gonna win this card, you know.
No,
because
I'm
he's
gonna
never
give-
gonna give people.
I'm gonna give him a good one.
good question.
All right, Max. This is a good one, bro. Which Mets outfielder was the only person Omar Minaya told about his plan to bring Ricky Henderson to the 2006 Mets spring training camp as a special instructor, for fear that other clubs would try to do the same? I'll read it again because it's a long question. Then we'll start the timer. Which Mets
Okay.
outfielder was the only person Omar Minaya told about his plan to bring Ricky Henderson to the 2006 Mets spring training camp as a special instructor for fear that other clubs would do the same?
I think I know this. Mike Cameron.
Nope.
Ah,
It is Please Swing,
But why would you even bring that? Why would you bring that up? Like a double whammy? Like you know that he's never gonna get it, and you're just gonna piss me off?
No, it was.
Is that why you would ask that question?
It was,
Seriously,
it was
dude.
Beltron.
Huh?
It was
Beltran.
I
No
thought it was Beltran.
It was
No
Beltran.
shit. That's the whole point. You know I don't want to talk about Beltran ever.
It's random. It's just the
It's
question
not random
right
if
here.
you picked it.
So I guess I wear my
How's that
Beltran when I
possible?
see you.
All right. You know what?
Ah.
Since nobody else is calling, should I give him a third shot?
Really? This is quite generous.
It's a
of you.
consensus. Consensus?
Consensus.
It's a consensus.
That's a consensus.
It's a consensus.
It's a
Questions does he get?
How many questions does he get? He gets 3.
Can I
Here's
ask
your
a
last
question?
one, Max.
Sure.
Are you gonna allow me to ask a question?
There's a handful of cards. I just
Okay.
pick any of them.
All right, Max. I'm gonna
At least this guy will be a little fairer.
gonna give you some
Maybe
good
not
luck here.
much, so don't piss him off.
Can't make it easy.
Give me your best shot. Make it whatever you want. I got it.
He talks a lot.
Come on, hurry up.
Don't talk.
What are you
Don't
waiting
let-
for?
Hurry
What are
up
you
before he
waiting for?
talks
Come
again.
on, hurry
Same
up.
dumber.
As I'm going a little more recent
Wait, I
here.
got the answer. That's the Wilpon thought. Quietness. Nobody talks. Nobody thinks. Nobody has an answer. That's the Wilpon's management. Did I get the answer right?
Yes,
Question was that
actually,
long.
actually you
That was
did. All right. As of the end of the 2008 season, 2 pitchers have appeared in 15 or more career postseason games for the Mets. Name the 2. One more time. Let's do this one more time. As of the end of the 2008 season, 2 pitchers have appeared in 15 or more career postseason games for the Mets. Name them.
Postseason games for the Mets. Wow.
Been that long since the Mets been in the postseason.
We're past 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Sorry.
All right.
Didn't get in fast enough.
All right.
Since 2008.
No, as of 2008.
Oh, as of 2008.
So from 62 to 2008.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I misunderstood that. My bad.
I'll give Rodriguez 10 seconds.
Yeah, give me 10 seconds, I guess.
4, 3.
Do you have any guesses?
Jeez.
2, 1. I could take a couple
Postseason?
guesses.
Yeah, take,
I'd have to
take a
guess
guess.
Jesse Orozco, like Joe said. Joe said Jesse Orozco's got to be one of them.
And Johnny Franco. That's my other one.
And Johnny Franco.
If you combine an answer from producer Joe and an answer from Keith, you have the 2. It's Armando Benitez and John Franco.
Armando Benitez. Wow.
Wow.
That's a guy you don't think of.
No, you don't.
No,
It's a hard question.
Well, Armando Benitez was around in 99, 2000. So you
Yeah.
got two years in a row.
It's not the 6-finger guy, right?
No,
No, that's
Alfonseca.
between the,
Fonseca. Okay.
he's the between the 2 and the 4.
He's the guy that got the extra toe.
All right, Max, you're coming down next week, right?
No, I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
tomorrow morning.
Oh, there
Just
you
gonna
go.
miss the show.
You missed the show.
But we appreciate you calling in, buddy.
Yeah,
All
thanks,
right,
brother.
guys.
We'll be hanging out,
Good.
Max. I'll see you soon.
All right, we'll do.
Big Max.
Definitely.
Let's go Mets, bro.
Let's go, Mets.
All right. Any final thoughts on Game of Thrones?
What about when they threw their swords down?
They threw the
So they
swords
got
down.
roasted anyway. Grey Worm just like said,
Well, once
we're going to start fighting, man.
Well, Danny started attacking with the dragon.
yeah. So once Danny heard the bells and attacked anyway, that was the signal for the Unsullied to do it anyway.
Grey Worm wanted to kill people anyway.
Yeah, he's frustrated.
He's pissed.
He's
A
upset.
guy with no penis is really frustrated. That's gotta be scary.
Yeah, how does that work
He's
out?
got nothing to live for.
You know, and
Really?
aside from the surrendering soldiers, they picked up the sword. They had to, but they picked up their swords to fight back, and they got killed. Okay, but then the citizens getting just roasted and destroyed.
The kids.
That was just.
Yeah, she just took care of everybody. She was so mad.
It was.
She became the
It
Mad
was
Queen.
the show's the writers' way
Not like her father,
to
huh?
put the exclamation point on. Yeah, she's nuts. She's
Mhm.
done. Woohoo!
And then Arya.
Final thought is she's nuts.
Arya. We thought she was dead 3 times.
She keeps coming back. She
So she comes back, and so now
and a
it,
horse appears. A horse.
Yeah,
White
what was that all
horse.
about?
White horse that she rides off on.
What is
and
some symbolism or just coincidence?
one or the other.
Ta-da! Or both. That's a good answer.
When
Good
she
job.
came out the last time and she saw the mom, holding on to the kid that she was
Right,
trying to
all
save,
burnt.
that was messed up.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry. I cried during Endgame sometimes.
You cried during that games?
No.
I'm sure you did.
But now, does Arya replace one queen for another on her list? So does Cersei come off because she didn't kill her, and Dany goes on? What do
If
you
she
think?
tries to go after Sansa, Arya's gonna go after her.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go after Sansa, right?
I don't know how Sansa fits into it at all, but I know she's got to be after Daenerys. Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. She was on the ground throughout that whole attack. She saw it firsthand. She saw the women and children.
She saw the buildings crumbling. She saw the dragon flying over. She saw all the disaster that was happening all over the place.
All of death.
She's in.
She's in.
There's going to be a wild and crazy series finale.
Does Jon Snow die? Does Jon Snow die? Keith, does Jon Snow die? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my
because,
God.
Well, you tell
can
me.
never say yes or no.
You tell me the show. Can you really say yes or
If
no?
you had to bet right now,
If you
what
had
would
to bet.
say?
No.
No.
What? And you?
No.
Wow.
I
And
see.
you?
I see. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because you can go either way. This show is just crazy like that.
Yeah, my heart says no. I hope not. But the show is, if anything, proven time and again that it will be willing to take an opposite turn just to surprise you. So yeah, I say he dies.
I'll give you two theories why I say.
I would hate it, but yeah, I think he dies.
And I think if I had to put percentages, my no is really a 55. So it's like a close thing because this show there's two
Why?
there's
You're looking like you're a canary. You're the cat that ate the canary, right? That's you.
There's two possible outcomes.
You're just ready to
they can
bust
kill
up.
him in the process of killing Daenerys. And I think that really might happen. The reason why I don't think he's going to die is because I think his character's too strong and they're just going to build other shows off him.
No,
Yes.
he's done.
Yeah, I think so.
Scotty P, welcome to the show from down under.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, mate. And for those of you who placed bets in Vegas on who is going to kill Cersei, I really want to know how that worked out because Vegas doesn't do technically stuff. So
No.
is it technically Daenerys who killed?
No, it is Daenerys.
Cersei?
Well, was the dragon part of the betting?
I don't know.
If the dragon was
No,
part
it
of
was,
the betting,
it was the people.
okay, then it's Daenerys. If the dragon was part of the betting, the dragon won. If the dragon was not part of it, Daenerys won.
And everybody lost their money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, because
I'm actually with
Jamie,
you on that.
I thought Jamie was going to do it. I thought Jamie was going to kill her, but he did the complete opposite. And I like the way he kind of went out and embraced her. I get that, but it's Daenerys. She's the one flying the dragon. She's the one that's blowing everything up. And the reason why she died is because things got blown up and fell on her head.
She went crazy, man. She was like a little dog, a little rabbit dog on top of that dragon.
I just remember the mountain he was trying to kill the hound.
Oh, digging the thumbs into the eyes,
thumbs
just
into
like
the
he killed
eyes.
the other guy.
Yeah,
that
he
was
stabbed- that's
nasty,
where he
right?
stabbed him through
That
the
was
eye.
terrible.
And
That
he
was
started
terrible.
grabbing
and then
it
he
out.
opened the eyes, and you see how blood red they were, and he could. Oh my
And then
god!
the spear.
And then he
The
speared
spear
him.
that ended it.
He Goldberged him.
Which death bothered you the most, and which death did you most enjoy in the last episode?
Which death that I most enjoy was Mountain and the Hound. I like the way that happened. Is it something that I'm happy about that happened?
Yeah, let me rephrase that. So, which? Yeah, because that whole scene was amazing to me. That was the best.
Great, Beth.
Best. It was the best death scene. Of the characters who died, which one made you the happiest? That they're dead.
Varys.
Varys?
Varys. I didn't do that.
Really?
I don't know. Once I died in this
couldn't stand
episode,
Varys.
Me neither. But
why would I think? The Golden Army commander. He was a douche.
Euron. Me too. When Euron was.
And Euron.
Oh, Euron.
I'm sorry. Euron is the best.
He's talking
one.
about
he's
the
the
guy.
Iron
that-
I was
Fleet
talking about
commander.
the
Iron Fleet.
Golden Army commander because he was there like he was a big shot, and then he was like, done.
Hey,
Yeah.
see, Euron tried to be a tough guy to the very end.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
Jimmy
the other
kills
guy
him.
ran. The other guy ran. At
Yeah,
the end.
yeah.
he was like, "I'm getting out of here."
But Euron, even though he stabbed me, he was like, "But I gotcha.
yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
guy who killed Jimmy
Jimmy
Lannister."
Lannister. I'll never know it, but I did it.
Yeah. and
No
he
one
did-
will know.
And so, what do you think about? What do you think? How is Dany going to react to Tyrion next
She's gonna
week?
kill him.
But is she going to kill? She's not going to know that he, unless like
If
what
any
you
of
said
those
earlier.
guards survived, and
Right.
they're gonna say something.
Otherwise, she'll never know
Otherwise,
that
she'll never know.
he released Jamie.
Well, there's to me. I think she will want to kill him. I don't know if she'll succeed at it.
Well, she said the next time you fail me will
Well,
be
that's
the
the same
last.
thing with Varys. That's the same thing she said.
Yes.
Next time you say something, I'll burn you or whatever. She did everything she said she was going to do, and people were complaining and bitching and moaning about it online. Don't know why.
But and what do you think about Varys with the little girl at the beginning? What do you think that was all about?
They were saying that he was trying to poison
Mm.
her. Poison.
That's what I
Dany
think.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you think?
with the spiders and
Most
something else,
likely, Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
and
what-
she
that's
just
what
won't
we-
eat.
Well, and we'll try again tomorrow.
Committing murder, and Varys was essentially a woman.
Right, and it was
Basically.
another, they said only eunuchs and women use poison.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he.
Is that what you meant?
I don't remember his exact reaction to that, but
Is
it
that what
was-
you meant?
essentially his reaction was like, oh, well.
Terrible.
And then you hear the footsteps coming, and then you know it's done. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
hurry
yeah.
up and
He was just in there flipping coins into a cup or whatever the hell he was doing. He knew it was coming. He
Oh,
was just
yeah.
waiting for it.
but
But-
he had to get rid of the letter the little note that he was writing.
And I feel
Um,
bad for Tyrion because
Flipping
Tyrion
coins
actually.
into a cup. He took his rings off.
The
Oh, is that what it was?
rings.
His
Yes.
rings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something metal into a cup.
Yeah,
Yeah, the rings.
Yeah.
it was his ring.
But then Tyrion felt really bad.
He
And
knew it.
Get that, Jeff?
I love Tyrion,
It
so
was his.
I felt
Ring.
really bad.
No, but he won't have one of those because he doesn't have one of those. Did you hear what I said? He won't have one of those because he doesn't have one of those.
Do you think any of those will ever?
Hatch?
Hatch.
I
Yeah,
hope
let
so.
me get a lighter.
Hmm.
I'll show you.
No, it's too expensive for a lighter.
He's gonna sit on one.
We have a dragon egg live in the studio.
Yes. And it has a wick. If you light it,
No wick. No wick. It has no wick. No wick. I might just cut those wicks off just so nobody gets
Why?
tempted.
It has to get lit.
They're expensive.
How expensive is that thing? Each?
No, for 3 candles. What are you doing?
how much did it say?
It was $36. I'm not supposed to tell somebody.
That's a lot of that's a lot of money for
12 bucks a pop?
$36 for 3 eggs.
And what happens when you light them
The
up?
whole set.
Does it do anything or is it just wax? Do you like
Dri-
light it
Still a lot,
and when
right? But it's
it,
not
when
too
it burns
bad.
out, there's like a baby dragon in
3
it?
little
Dragons.
eggs.
3 little eggs.
Tree.
The only way I would pay
Three
$12
little
for that
eggs.
is if you burnt it when it melted. There was
Light
a
it.
dragon inside.
Light it.
Don't light it. I'll kill you.
We get your lighter.
All right. So I think
Much.
we've talked enough about Game of Thrones. It was,
Put it to
I
bed.
mean, we got one episode. We waited 2 years for this.
One more. This is it.
We waited 2 years for this.
Yes,
we
some of us did.
waited 2 years.
Waited 2 months for this.
All
The horrors. The horrors.
Hold on, let me
Look
just.
at it. Isn't it funny that
Now it's annoying. It wasn't as annoying when you brought it up, but right
Suckers.
now it's a really annoying.
Suckers. That's why I don't watch.
because you have somebody right in front of you that's
Listen,
telling you.
you
No, because he's the
Thank you,
product
Joe.
of
You know what
watching
I'm
it for
saying?
2 months.
They're pop culture junkies. I gotta know what happens now. Not me. Just when the show's over, I'll watch it all at once. Sons of Anarchy,
You are talking
Breaking
so
Bad.
much baloney.
Leaders,
I don't
follower.
Followers.
Yep. Same thing with Sons of Anarchy. I didn't watch it until season 7 came out.
Don't say nothing
No,
about it because
I
I'm in the
haven't
middle
started.
of it.
I haven't
Jax
started.
Teller.
No,
I'm that serious, dude. I'm in season 3.
I'm on season 0. Haven't started yet.
Jax Teller kills.
I'll kill you
Everybody and their mom.
and I'll bury you.
Why, you
in
haven't
this
watched it?
little- No,
You ever watched it yet?
no.
Oh, it's
This is how you repay him for Game of Thrones.
No, I don't. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys. You didn't ruin it for me. We could do a Sons of Anarchy report every week if you guys want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick,
that
I
means
know.
I gotta watch.
Catch up, homie.
So real quick on my last thought for the episode.
To make a long story longer.
To make a long story longer, my last thought on the episode. Do you think, and it's more of a question for you guys, do you think that Jon Snow will now stop saying she is my queen when people question
He's
his...
going to say that when he kills her. You are my queen.
Because now
you are my queen.
Even his own sisters, why are you following? She is my queen. Why are you doing what she said? She is my queen. Do you think after what he saw on King's Landing, do you think he's going to continue to say that?
I love you.
I mean,
you are my queen.
In those days,
all right, Black Panther,
you're my queen no matter what.
But he was saying it more of as a statement.
And Jon Snow was a king. So.
He was saying it more of a statement of loyalty and sticking on her, with her decisions.
He loves her, but he knows that's his aunt. He can't get a wood for that.
But do you think he's going to still say that as when they question him on following her?
Get it?
Yeah.
You think he will?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
He's got too much character to follow her now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's done.
I mean, she's gonna try and kill Sansa. I'm telling you.
And is that what do you think about when he's at the end? He's like, we got to fall back,
because she's killing everybody. Didn't matter who she was. She was just burning everything.
And I just want to say,
can Jon Snow burn?
Screw you, HBO, for not showing me any freaking teaser trailer for next week.
They don't want to show anything about that next week.
No, they shouldn't.
Will Jon Snow burn?
No.
I'm sorry. Can Jon Snow burn?
No.
Yeah.
The way he bonded,
maybe he'll become
Two-Face with the dragon. Oh,
he'll become Two-Face because they have Targaryen.
John Two-Face Snow.
Well, technically, everybody was Targaryen is half Targaryen because they had, unless they were all just inbred. I mean,
every time a Targaryen is born, the gods flip.
Jon Snow may be able to warg.
they said.
May be able to warg with the dragon, right?
Well, what's probably going to happen is they're going to have a fight. She's going to tell the dragon to breathe fire on him, and nothing's going to happen.
Dracarys.
And then she's going to be like, "What the?" And he's going to kill her.
That sounds like a terrible ending.
It does.
Who's the worst ending?
Who sits on the throne?
Gendry.
That's terrible. I don't want Gendry on the throne.
I didn't say I wanted
I said
him.
throne.
Gendry.
There is no more throne. That throne is.
I said that to my wife yesterday. Where's the throne at?
No, it's demolished. That building would have.
Now, what are you talking about?
By 1,000 dragons.
Right.
You have to dig it out of the rubble.
Refuses to believe that the throne is.
They're gonna stand the throne on top of the rubble.
The show is Game of Thrones.
Yeah. If the throne is gone, we riot.
Game of no thrones
Riot.
now.
Let's go Mets.
All right, let's go Mets. We're done with Game of Thrones. It's very hard to believe one. Right, Tim. Well, either way, I mean, the Dragons have been nice to John, so
yeah.
Why do that? One more episode of Game of Thrones. We got a nice little road trip going on for the Mets as we, tip the scales back over to the Mets stuff. Any final words on the Mets?
Jem, we will save the cards for next week. You'll have another shot.
Yep. Rodriguez, final thoughts on the Mets.
I think we're turning it around. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it.
Going 8.
What about producer Joe?
What about you, Joey?
Key 6 games.
Yes.
Got to win both series at a minimum.
I don't want. I know we want to say we want to win the series against the Marlins, but nothing less than a sweep against the Marlins. I want to go 18-1 against the Marlins this year.
We really need to score more runs on the other team in each game that we play.
Oh yes, that was great. All right, so
win the series.
Myself, we're gonna end. This again. If this is your first rodeo here, we're gonna end the Facebook Live and then we'll end the recording. So Facebook, we bid you adieu. I've been Steve. Got Rodriguez to my right, Keith over to my left. Producer Joe,
we bid you
right over there behind an imaginary glass wall. Peace out, Facebook.
Laters.
All right.